Hey, welcome back everybody. It is now the end of June of 2022, and just a couple of days ago, we finally got to see the season finale of the Obi-Wan Kenobi TV series by, of course, Deborah Chow and Joby Harold that really were able to give us that final fight between both Darth Vader and Obi-Wan Kenobi that a lot of fans seem to have mixed reactions over. This is Mike Zero. Make sure to subscribe if you're new to the channel for future Star Wars updates. Also, by the way, guys, make sure to drop a thumbs up on this video to support the channel. I thank you also very much for the kind support. It is greatly appreciated. Now, one thing about Disney Star Wars is that we do know that there are a lot of other projects that are currently in the works by Jon Favreau, Dave Filoni, George Lucas, all working together as this trio, if you will, that's really trying their absolute best to deliver an amazing experience moving forward. Now, we already know that everything related to the Mandoverse is moving along very smoothly with the Ahsoka series and Mandalorian Season 3 and 4 and other spin-offs that are set to be announced by, of course, this Disney Plus Day and, of course, at D23. Now, with that being said, Disney CEO Bob Chapek behind the scenes, he has been a very important man, a very busy guy, let alone, of course, really trying to improve Star Wars from the ground up. He really is trying to shy away from Kathleen Kennedy, and that's exactly why. The only other projects that Kathleen Kennedy has creative control over that are actually moving forward is the Acolyte TV show, and of course, let's not forget about Skeleton Crew, which is basically Stranger Things in space. I really don't think it's going to take off. It doesn't sound like it's going to be a success. I don't know about you guys, but basically the baseline of the plot is a bunch of teenagers that get lost in the galaxy and they try to find their way from point A to point B. That's what it's about. But moving forward from all of this, alright, what's really intriguing, of course, is that with many new Star Wars projects currently in the works over at Lucasfilm, one project that was greenlit a couple of months ago was considered to be a spin-off of the Kenobi series that was approved by Disney executives, and one that Kathleen Kennedy was going to hold creative power over. Now, it's described that Disney recently canceled a major Star Wars TV show that was going to focus on the continuation of Reva's story for Disney+. Now, this was essentially going to be a Reva-focused Star Wars TV show, which by contract, Kathleen Kennedy was allowed to push forward with the character, and if it were to be a success, of course, and if the series was successful for Obi-Wan. However, now executives have come to the conclusion that the majority of fans do not like the character of Reva and hold no interest in the character's continuation of her story. The Reva series was set to actually pick up right after the Kenobi show that would show Reva's life becoming a Jedi and finding her way to trying to take down the Inquisitors and to get revenge against the Grand Inquisitor. Now, this series was only okayed by Disney executives because they figured the character was going to be a success, and after witnessing the immense backlash from the fans, they immediately called it quits on the Reva series. The series was going to focus on Reva also joining Roken's crew eventually, and that was going to also be used as a way to bring back characters like Roken, Haja, and others that are a part of the Resistance. Now, on top of that, even Saw Gerrera was planned to return in the Reva series that was tentatively planned just before the Kenobi series released, and that they are already, of course, running into other spin-off shows that are going to be a bigger success than what the Reva series is supposed to be. Now, the Reva series had a basic story created for the character. Essentially, this is the reason why they changed the Kenobi ending to set things up for of course, Reva's story to actually continue. Moses Ingram was rather upset over the big decision by Disney, but is still happy that her character got the limelight in Season 1 of Kenobi. Now, let me just stop right here for 1 second. Now, the thing about this is that everything related to a Reva-focused story, I don't know about you guys, but this would have been a disaster. It would have been a complete failure. If they had moved forward, regardless of the backlash or no backlash, it still would have been a failure in my eyes. Reva as a character, let's be straight up here, really not all that well written, kind of useless in the majority of the Kenobi series, and really takes away the time of Darth Vader and Obi-Wan Kenobi. There's no doubt about that. I mean, this character Reva is the one who initiated a second kidnapping for the character of Leia in the Kenobi show and only took away more time for Vader and Kenobi's storyline to really develop. And that's the thing that really needed to, progress, very fast. We had to see more of Vader and Kenobi, what their lives are like separately, before they actually begin to see each other again. And I think that's why when they see each other again, it's kind of a little lackluster, when they first meet again. There's something about it that's not all that surprising to them. Something's a little off. So the REVA series, obviously, good call on the Disney executives for really, getting rid of that show and putting it to the wayside and canceling it and taking away yet another Kathleen Kennedy-focused Star Wars TV series. This would have been probably another big blow to Lucasfilm as a company and how the fans perceive them as a company and perceive the brand of Star Wars. So moving forward from all of this, alright, as of now, REVA will no longer also appear in Kenobi Season 2. She will not even make a cameo in the series. However, Kathleen Kennedy is said to be furious over Disney's decision over canceling the REVA story that they purposely set up in the Kenobi series, and purposely changed the ending to let REVA live, so that she could actually get her own show in a post-Kenobi timeline. This is also described to have been a show that was going to focus more on REVA being one of the other protectors of Luke, along with Obi-Wan. There was going to be some kind of story that was going to develop with her watching over Luke while Obi-Wan would be away. Additionally, the REVA series was also going to be 6 episodes long and treated as a limited series with the opportunity to gain success and lead to a potential Season 2, much like Kenobi's outcome. However, now Disney executives are glad that they actually pulled the plug on the REVA show, given that they see the backlash from the fans. The show wasn't set to release until 25 specifically to begin with, and they had easy and early plans on how to begin a script sometime by next year, which have actually been sabotaged by Disney executives, thankfully. Now, I don't know about you guys, but a REVA story would have been completely useless. Now, as we saw in the finale, to me, I don't know about you guys, but there was no use to have REVA go for Luke Skywalker. It was a complete waste of time, other than the fact that it was, I guess, a technical way to actually make her redeemed as a character, but at the same exact time, this character was never really truly a dark side character. She was just playing the role, basically. She was basically putting up this facade to the Inquisitors and to Darth Vader. She was never really a dark side character, so it really made no sense for her to have a redemption arc. I never understood that. So, when you look at a scenario like this, of how this almost happened, and that this is the reason as to why they changed the ending of Kenobi. There was another ending of Kenobi where originally REVA was supposed to visit Vader's castle and report that she killed Kenobi. And Vader realizes that she's lying and literally force levitates her and destroys her with a lightsaber. Exactly how she dies is unclear, but that's basically the overall outcome. That would have been a far better ending, and it would have made Vader scary. It would have upped the stakes of these characters, and I think that these characters get impaled too many times lately in the Book of Boba Fett, and also now in the Kenobi series. So overall, guys, drop a comment below. Let me know what you guys have to say about this below in the comments, and if you guys did enjoy the content for today, make sure to drop a thumbs up on this video to support the channel. I thank you all so very much for the kind support, and I'll catch you guys next time.